All right, welcome back. Just finishing up the nose wheel steering. Yeah, so I ended up using their clevis and the rod and the ball end. It works. I still have mechanical advantage with my servo arm that I'm using. I had to go out one hole because it was hitting the top of the servo, but I get full throw now, which is more than you need, and it doesn't hit anything. So you only need about that much. Because of the way this nose wheel sits, it's very short, little stubby nose wheel. Just the slightest little this and that causes it to get crazy on the steering. So I remember it'd be great to have a gyro stabilized on this if it was electric, like from the Zykoy stuff, but you know, you have to turn it way down, and then, you know, put some what's the word I'm looking for? Holy crap. Expo in there, just to kind of soften it up a little bit, because it's very, very responsive. It doesn't take, I mean, you need a little bit to get it turned around, you know, so you're going to go that way, but when you're taking off, you're only using very little, so you kind of have to put a lot of expo in there. So that way when you need to get a lot of turn, you can. So you just kind of deaden your center stick and everything. But it's in and tight. I used a little bit longer screw that goes into the, hold on, let's see if I can zoom in. I'm doing this one hand. There you go. Phone's way better than my stupid camera. But of course, get this out of the way. So you can kind of see it there where the clevis connects to the actual strut. I used just a little bit longer because you can't get too much longer or you hit the fuselage. Like, this is perfect. Like, there's maybe not even a millimeter clearance there between the outer skin and the head of the bolt. Make sure it doesn't hit anything when we're doing this. No, okay, so we're clear. So what I did is I Loctited it, put a lock nut between the end and the clevis to keep it from sliding down and getting closer to the strut, which will obviously change, you know, trim a little bit. And then I put just a regular nut on the screw up against to kind of lock it into the strut here. So that's a little bit of a change. Lock nut on the bottom of that. I got like one thread. I use that to get two threads and everything. But it's done. Works great. Like I said, I didn't go with the heavy duty servo this time like before. I just don't think it needs it. Like I already mentioned in the last video, if your steering can't handle this, I'm gonna get this set and kind of push this guy out just a little bit. Yeah, get it to lock in place. There we go. All right, so now I can set it up it was sitting on the gear door. So that's what you're looking at. And then based off pictures, the light, the bottom, the lowest light, this is actually scale, having one higher than the other. But this one was kind of even, kind of where it's probably go up just a hair, but I'm gonna leave it. That way you get some lights. This is adjustable. Be careful, this 3D printed piece will crack on you like mine did. But I went ahead and used some canopy glue to kind of help secure it as well. But that is done. So now I'm going to move back up to the, canopy. And it's weird that you obviously can see where they put glue around it for some reason. Maybe to kind of where to position it, I don't know, but it looked like it was pretty good in position wise. But like I said in the last or 2 videos ago, I've got to put something on this or on the back of the canopy to bring it out a little bit so it will clear this. And I still need to, I'm debating if I want to just do like I did before, take these 2 pieces off and just use this. I just don't want to drill another hole in there because that's just going to weaken it. So I'll do like I said. I'll kind of Dremel this out a little bit and see how it goes. If if it doesn't look like it's going to work okay, then I'll just take them off, put this on. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the drama early. I just, I don't get upset over that stuff. I really don't. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I just, I speak my piece, and when I get to a point of being done and it becomes like a repetitive argument, and it's just one of those things where even when they're wrong, they're gonna start argue with you. You just have to walk away. And it's like politics this day and age. Like, people in politics, certain people will argue without even an ounce of actual proof. Like sitting here, you can read something, read facts, and then they will still argue with you. I'm like, well, you can't debate with somebody like that, So there's no point in even trying. Oh yeah, and I did have to. You can see the little notch there for air, like where the air cylinder mounts, like for the back one. I had to cut that one off to give clearance for the rod for the door. So I forgot to mention that. So you can kind of see how on the right side there, you got the little round nipple with the hole in it. I just kind of trim that one off there. Just don't get too crazy, because those are kind of a thin area. But I took a piece of clear fuel tubing and cut a slice of it and slid it up on the clevis to keep it where it needs to be. I use that rubber stuff. It's actually the stuff you get a lot with like these Asian kits. I would never use it in my fuel system, but it's great to work for something like that. So, all right. Well, now that that's done, yeah. So I'm gonna work on getting the canopy on here. I gotta come up with something to get that gap. That's just gonna be a lot of trial and error. So I need to put the nose on first to do that. So I'm gonna call it on this video, and then I'll work on that. So you guys take it easy. Have a good night.